Hello, I'm Dr. Mo Anderson. I'm a CEO, serial entrepreneur. I'm a multi-published author, podcast host, and motivational speaker. And this is my YouTube series, Motivation with Dr. Mo, where I discuss trending topics, lifestyle, personal empowerment, communication, and positive relationships, fun stuff. If you like these topics, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's make it official. One of the questions I get asked a lot because I'm a public speaker is how can I become a better public speaker? I mean, we're all public speaking. If you're in the public, hello, you're public speaking because we are trying to persuade our family to do something. We're pitching things to a customer or a client. We're doing presentations. I have to go before city councils and legal groups. And I have a lot of experience at it, but I had to learn things. There's the obvious stuff that people talk about, practice, 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 know your audience, start in advance. Yes, those are important, but there are also some veteran next level things you learn when you've been doing this for decades, like I have, speaking before large or small groups. There are a few things that you can do to project more confidence and competence. So these are my tips to help you become a better public speaker, a better communicator. The first thing is, the number one thing is listen to your remarks. Listen to your speech, assuming you have prepared ahead of time. This might not work for the elevator speech, the pitch. That should have been practiced also. But if you're giving a big presentation to the board in the classroom, you've been working on it a while. And it's very, very important that you not just hear yourself say it or see yourself say it. You know, a lot of people will videotape and then play it back. And that's good. You see gestures, you see fidgeting, you see things about yourself that you might not be aware of otherwise. But if you've typed it, or if it's on your phone, you text it, however you've recorded it, there are apps. They are text-to-speech apps that will read your remarks back to you. And it's great because I use it when I'm writing novels in particular, because it's a very, very monotone voice. You've heard it, that voice is just like, now we are going to. And what it does, it helps you hone in on the content. And that content is essential to your delivery. So I use MS Word to compose. And in MS Word, if you go into the toolbar, there's a icon for read aloud. Just click that, place the cursor somewhere in your document, and it will start to read your document aloud to you. You don't have to have any other application open. On your phone, there are lots of apps you can go to your Play Store or wherever you get apps, and look for an app that will convert text to speech apps, and listen to it from the beginning until the end. You'll notice that the sentence goes on for too long, it's too short, it doesn't make sense. And if you're not a tech person, you're going, no, I'm not going to do all of that. If you're not a text person, here's another tip. Get someone who is unfamiliar with your material, not a colleague, not the spouse who knows all about what you do. Get a grandkid, a brother, just a friend who knows nothing about what you're talking about. If you're in the writing about choir stuff, get somebody who's in a science field, or vice versa, and have them read it to you. They're not familiar with the material. See what words they stumble over. See where they pause. See where they're confused. You want your material to be such that anyone can digest it. And when you hear a person who's not familiar with it read it, you're going to pick up on those areas where you need to expand on your thought a little bit, where you need to cut back. It's one of the best tips I can give you. Another strategy is stand up. You need to stand up. I could be sitting right now, but whenever I can, I like to stand because it gives me an unrestricted airway. And so much of speaking is your breathing. is your ability to get air from the diaphragm, from the lungs, the muscles in your chest working together. And with good posture and standing, you will project vocal confidence and vocal competence. And that will move your audience. That will help people listen to you, to be engaged and to respond to the content of what you're saying. Whenever you can, stand up. If there's a podium, try not to lean on it. Sometimes people get a little comfortable. They've got their notes on the podium. They're looking down. Try not to be that person because, again, it affects your posture. And you want to have really, really good airflow all the way down and all the way back so that you can keep up your pace and your tone without gasping for air. When you hear speakers gasping for air, it's because they're speaking really fast. They're not breathing properly. And they probably, if you look at them, when you start paying attention to it now, and you will, they don't have the best posture. Very, very important. You'll see veteran speakers who are just upright, shoulders back. That's why. Another tip I'll give you is warm up. Warm up. When I was preparing for this today, I did exercises. I exercised my facial muscles. I won't go through the whole range of it because it's terribly unattractive, but stretch your face, stretch your lips, stick your tongue out from side to side, just as if you were warming up the rest of your body for athletics. If you were going out to do a competition, run, jump, play tennis, whatever it is you like to do, you stretch, right? You warm up those muscles. Well, we've got lots of facial muscles in our tongue, in our pharynx, the back of the throat. You can exercise all of that and you won't find yourself tripping over your words so much. Beginning speakers often just are kind of doing it in their head. They may not say it aloud the entire day because they're saving their voice. Well, unless you're a professional singer, you shouldn't need to do that. And you'll do a lot better job with your delivery if you warm up before you speak. Spend about 10 minutes just warming up your voice, stretching your face. Find your phrase you can repeat over and over, a little tongue twister. All of those will really help with your delivery. And my last and most important tip is this: slow down. Slow down. You can be passionate, you can be engaging, but if you're just racing through your words, it will not come across as a professional, really good spoken presentation. That's not the delivery that you want. And you'll notice that when people are anxious, they don't want to do it. Who likes public speaking? Me? Well, okay, there's me. But if you slow down, if there's a team of you presenting and you just slow down, that will elevate you above everybody else speaking. I promise you that. Now, I'm not going so slow, hopefully, that I'm putting you to sleep, but I'm taking my time to enunciate each word clearly. I pause periodically, and when I'm using notes, if my speech is written out, and sometimes it is when it's long and I have a lot of research that I have to refer to, I'll literally put in brackets, pause, smile. I have stage directions. You can do that as well. A lot of people find it helpful. Just remind yourself to stop. 2, 3, 4, and then continue is also a great way to grab your audience's attention. You'll see them kind of lean forward like, hey, what's coming next? And that's when you know you're good. That's when you know you've got them. These are just some little tips to help you elevate your game, pitch better, present better, public speak better. If you want to know more, I can work with you individually on an upcoming presentation. I'm happy to do that. That's one of my services. And just stay tuned to this YouTube series. I'll be sharing tips on communication here and on my podcast. Thank you for watching. Drop your questions and comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.